Becoming successful as a doctor, so does it actually do you think it is mainly because of the degrees that you're doing, or because you have some UK, USA, experience, or Australia experience? Then it is not so. There is something else going on behind, which makes 1% of the specialists really successful. The success what I'm talking about is in the monetary terms. Okay, I'm Dr. Dheeraj Masapu. I'm a senior consultant in neuroanesthesiology. So I would like to tell you, to be successful in your medical practice in a corporate hospital setup or a bigger hospitals, you need to head a position and a leadership position. For example, if it is a multi-speciality hospital, then you need to be a head of the department of that particular hospital. Or if it is subspecialized centers like transplant center, or if it is a cardiac center, you need to be head of transplant anesthesia or head of cardiac anesthesia. So this applies to all the doctors. So here what you really need to understand is, you need to know what is an intersection point theory. Okay, so before understand intersection point theory, I would like to tell you few qualities that you need to have before even getting eligible for this intersection point. Those qualities you have to develop in your PG time, which will not be taught to you. Okay, so after you're finishing your PG, then you need to develop a very good reputation among the surgeons. Okay, that is very important. I'll tell you why. And second is, you need to have the reputation you usually develop when you deal high risk cases. Good experience, working with good experienced people and getting mentored by good people. And the next is degrees. Degrees also will help. If you have good degrees from premier institutes, it will help to a certain point, but that's not the only thing. Okay, according to me, degree only just gives an entry to a bigger hospital, but after that how you grow depends upon the hardworking nature that you have, and the extra hours that you're ready to put in your workplace, and also the extra mile you want to go, and overall sacrifice is must if you want to lead some position and better develop these qualities. These qualities are only going to give you eligibility to reach the intersection point. Okay, these are, even if you have this, it is not guaranteed that you're going to become successful. I mean, the success, actually what I'm talking about is the big packages that you get in bigger hospitals. Okay, about the finances and everything, I've done several videos, you can go through them. So if you want to cross packages of 3 4 5 lakhs, then these are the things hospitals can only give for very few people. Okay, every person in the hospital, if they start giving this kind of packages, they will go into loss. So then how do you stand in those positions? Here I would like to tell you about the intersection point theory. So intersection point is basically, as the name suggests, there are two graphs which need to intersect. Okay, if you luckily fall in that particular point, then there is a high possibility that you can actually be in leadership positions and earn good packages. So number one graph is the career graph. Career graph is nothing but, you finish your PG, you finish your super specialization, DMs or whatever, and then for example you're working in transplant anesthesia, then you gain some amount of experience in that is around some 3 4 years, and then you are in a certain age and experience, and you have the skills to lead a particular team. And then that doesn't mean you will get a leadership position, right? So then what happens is, and this particular graph is called as a career graph. This will be going like that. Okay, and that needs to be intersected by the market graph. Market graph is nothing but, for example, you are ready to lead a position. At the same time, in the market, what happens is, in the healthcare industry, the number of transplant centers are going up, number of transplant surgeons are starting transplant centers in different hospitals, and then they want a senior transplant anesthesiologist who can lead this particular position. Okay, only one will be there, right? So then what happens is, this market graph and this career graph will meet, and this is called as the intersection point. So if you fall in that particular point, you will get a call, or you will get a call from surgeon or a hospital to join their team and lead the position, and then you will get a higher package, and which will be totally like multiple times more than the regular people. So this intersection point, what I'm calling, some people call it luck, fate, and God and all that, but the thing is, like, it is partly decided by the market graph also. For example, you have done for example onco anesthesia, and then you are got enough experience in onco anesthesia, and by chance the market graph is gone like that, and the onco centers have not picked up, and then it has gone parallelly. At any point of time you wouldn't intersect that, so you wouldn't lead any position, right? So that is the kind of luck which market graph is not in your control. You cannot control that. So you can only do something in your area of interest and gain experience in that, and wait for your time. It might happen, might not happen. Okay, And the another problem is that even if market is picking up, if you're too junior, for example, the transplant market is picking up and a lot of transplant centers are coming, and you just finish your DM in transplant, okay, they won't pick you as a lead head of transplant anesthesia because your experience wouldn't be enough. So even if you're too junior, then what happens is market graph will go off and your intersection wouldn't happen. And if you're too aged also, they wouldn't prefer because the runtime wouldn't be there. So if you're in that sweet spot, the intersection would happen. So this actually decides who, or it's not about luck. There is a way to predict that also. The way to predict that is, you need to understand the demographics of the population, which diseases are going to increase in future, and how to actually predict that. I'm doing another video based on the patient demographics, incidence of diseases, and the technology also drives many times. For example, when different companies have increased the neuro monitoring technologies in identifying diseases, and also intraoperative identification has become better. The safety of neurosurgery is improved, and neuroanesthesia has grown, in loops and bounds. So what I feel is technology also will drive these intersection points. So considering all these factors, I have done another video, and I'll post that in my members only group. And if you really want to know which specialities or which areas are going to go up in future, you need to join my channel, and I'll keep that video after a week's time. And that's it, guys. So hope you understood how the intersection happens and why everybody wouldn't succeed in their career. Only 1% succeeds, and this is the logic behind that. Okay, next week you join my channel and you can see that video, and on which specialties are probably going to go up in future. If you place yourself there, and then there is a high probability that you can also touch the intersection point, because still even now if you think neuroanesthesia, cardiac anesthesia, and or some transplant, then that intersections have happened already. In future something else might come, so you need to think about that. Okay, so thank you very much for following the video till now. Hope this will help many budding anesthesiologists, and even many other doctors follow my channel. Even this applies to all of you. Okay, thank you very much.